just want to touch on Singani 63 briefly before we start the program. So it is going to be a grape distillate that comes from Bolivia, the Muscat of Alexandria grape. And it is categorized currently as brandy. Singani 63 is doing some really great work to push to have it recognized as its own category of spirit. So if you're interested in reading a little bit more about that and helping them be able to achieve that really, really important goal and mission, check out recognizesingani.com or our Instagram with our Linktree link, or our website where we have some additional information posted on that. So I'm going to show you the cocktail that I have in front of me briefly, and then we can get started. So I did a punch variation. So I basically just took my Singani 63, 2 ounces of that. I did a 1/4 ounce of coconut syrup. I took coconut water and some cane sugar, and I did 2 parts sugar, 1 part coconut water. And then I just took a little lime top here, and I place it here as a garnish. The idea is that you're supposed to squeeze the lime juice in the drink, but it is essentially an old-fashioned variation. It is delicious, very easy to make at home, and you know, we're using the ends of limes that often get forgotten about. So trying our best to be conscious of that, right? Excellent. So I'm going to let Simone take over our Fuck It meditation today. But thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, that looks so good, Lauren. I need you to send me the specs. Yeah, so what's up, guys? So today, before we jump into the meditation, that'll be the last thing that we do. And I do want you to know that this meditation will be Reiki infused. So while there will be we'll be going through the meditation, but then there'll be a moment of silence, a couple moments of silence for y'all to rest and just be in your bodies. And then I will send you some virtual Reiki. So lit. Group Reiki session. But yeah, so today's topic obviously is about Fuck It meditations. And I talked about this a little bit the last time. I'm obsessed with finding ways to not give a fuck about shit because it's exhausting, right? So like, I think a lot of us, and when I say give a fuck about stuff, I just want to be very transparent. And it just means that I'm really caring about these things, right? When I give a fuck about something, I'm giving 150%, you know what I mean? I'm going hard. My full intention is in there. It's all going in there, right? And so I think though, we as humans, as complex beings, we don't have this space energetically, emotionally, with everything else that's going on, to go 150% towards everything. We can't give a fuck about everything. We can't, Can you have concern for things? Yes. Do you maintain, certain lifestyles? Do you, certain cycles or, your financial status, things like that? Absolutely. I'm by no way saying, quit your jobs and just fucking run off and be like, I don't know, a model. I don't fucking know, like I'm by no means saying that unless you wanted to. But I think the message in all of this is to understand where to put your energy and how much of your energy that you're saving again for yourself. I think at the root of all, like healing methods and things, right? You have to put yourself first. You can't, if you want to be a healer in any capacity, whether that's teacher, medical professional, whether that's, even being a mother, whether, bartending, especially, right? A lot of us, a lot of our professions, we are givers, we're healers, we are vessels of some sort. And so and you can't pour into others, right? You can't serve others, and engage with others and heal others if you're not pouring into yourself. It just doesn't work that way, So I'm interested to see from y'all, what does like giving a fuck and not giving a fuck look like to you? Because I realize that my definition may be a little bit drastic, but it might just be about, things that you were just like, I'll think of, like things that you put on your to-do list for later. It could mean anything. So what do you guys think? I'd love to hear that. And you can jump in, just unmute yourself and jump in. We're all friends here.
Yeah. I agree with your kind of viewpoint of it. I have the tendency to just give a fuck about everything all the time, always. And so delineating that is something that I've been working on for the past couple of years of my life, and hearing it, in another's words is always super helpful. So I'm really looking
Sure, right on. But then what does not giving a fuck look like for you, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping to figure that out.
Sure. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, right on. Good. You're in the right space. Cool. Okay. What do you think, Simone? What you got?
I mean, I agree with your interpretation of it, but like, I suffer from anxiety really badly. So that's like, this is part of like, not only not giving a fuck, but dealing with just anxiety in general.
Yes.
So I'm also learning what that looks like. But from right now, it's more like not focusing, like constantly thinking about these things. It's not like I don't have to stop and like do stuff. Like I need to get my shit done. You know what I mean? But I can't freak out when I can't get it done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not articulating. Sorry.
No, you articulated just fine. That's essentially non-attachment, right? That's essentially not attaching yourself to outcomes or to results. You know what I mean? That is not giving a fuck, right? Not just going into things, allowing the flow, right? It all works in the same way. And essentially, what is anxiety? Anxiety is focusing intently on just one thing that may probably be out of your own control, right? That's essentially anxiety. So it all works in the same way. I think that's a great point. Seriously. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? No? What do you think, Lucinda? Are you pretty good at not giving a fuck about stuff or what?
I give a fuck about everything. I'm a Cancer, so it's like,
oh yeah,
all of it, all the time. So
all of it.
working on not giving a fuck is something that I am constantly aspiring to.
Right on. Awesome. Great. Okay, this is good. What about you, Arleen? Are you sharing? You jumping in? And you can just do audio if you don't want to put your video on. No worries.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, this is like really new. I would say not giving a fuck would be basically kind of saying yes to myself, would be kind of like a way of not giving a fuck anymore in per se. And that's just something that's still like in progress. I love that. Yes. Turning everything back on what is serving you. What can you give to you? Absolutely. What about you, Lauren? What you think?
I think it's protecting my energy. I think that as long as I'm staying true to who I am as a person, because I do give a fuck about a lot of things, but protecting my energy to ensure that I'm always prioritizing myself and my needs to ensure, that I'm balanced and I'm good.
Right on. Yeah, exactly. And that's perfect. I think all of y'all had, the understanding that you have to pour into yourself before you can pour out anything. And that I want you to carry through the meditation and really use that as the baseline moving forward, in how you navigate situations. Because again, it's not about, so for me, right, when I'm giving a fuck, it is the 150%. But that doesn't mean that I'm still not giving 100% to something. And you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that I'm not still showing up in the way that I need to. But it just means that I don't need to overexert or overspend, right, my energy where it may not be reciprocal, or where it may be, it may cause like some type of like energetic leak. You know what I mean? Leak as in leak, yes, but then also leeching as in people have now access to me because I'm already vulnerable. I'm already energetically depleted. That is when, negativity and toxicity and anger and all anxiety, all of these things, that is when it's so easy for them to come and penetrate our auras, right? Because we're not full, we're not illuminated, we're not light. If we're light, we're repelling all of that shit. We're like, get out of here, But if they see that dim, they're just kind of like, ooh, I could figure out my way, within here. So it ultimately goes, hand in hand between, yes, protecting your energy. I love that you said that, Lauren. Great. Well, dope. Okay, so if everybody is ready, then we are going to go ahead and get comfortable. I'm gonna go ahead and start. But what I do want us to kind of have the focus on once again is, and I'll prompt you, throughout there, you'll understand, but I do want you to cycle through, like a lot of times in meditations, right? We're trying to clear our minds, right? And we're trying to release, things. But in this meditation, it's a little different. You're going to be essentially bringing attention to things that you then need to release, right? So you're having to kind of relive or rethink, these things that you want to let go. However, the beauty in that is if we really believe, you know, in our hearts that we are the co-creators of our life, that we can rewrite and re-narrate our own stories, then that means you have to go back to chapter 3 where you found, you know, this thing that you really give a fuck about that you really shouldn't, you know, and you have to be like, okay, what was that situation? You know what? I'm going to erase that. I'm just going to rewrite something that serves me better. And then we're going to come back to present. And then here we go. And then we're good. And then we're moving. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to have to tap into that. I just don't want us to stay there, right? I don't want us to ever sit in that. Again, it's all about just fuck it. Like, let it go, you know? So that's all that. And then also I said in the beginning, I don't know if y'all heard, I wrote this initially for myself, like a couple years ago. And this is really just something for me to just be like, Simone, why? Like, you were just putting too much effort into things that are like not giving it any, you know, anything back for you, money and time and love and just everything, right? So bear with me. It is a little funny. It's not intended to be funny, but if you do laugh, it's literally totally okay. But just know that that is joy coming up, and allow that joy, allow that happiness and that lightness to be what you sit in and not the heaviness of your thoughts, right? Okay. So if everyone wants to get comfy, I'm going to do a music tester. Lauren, if you could give me a thumbs up or thumbs down just to make sure we're all set. Let me know when that's good. How are we looking? You hear it? You're good? Okay, cool. All right. Everyone come to their bodies. Come to a comfortable seated space. Allowing your eyes to fall closed, your shoulders to relax away from your ears, tips, your shoulder blades melting down your spine, allowing your chest to open, collarbone to expand. Feeling the lightness, the weightlessness in your body, in your mind. Beginning a deep, rhythmic breath. Starting from the lower belly, as you inhale, expanding your belly out, allowing the air to move up towards your ribs, out towards your arms. And exhale, release everything out of your mouth. Ah. Let's take a few more. Inhale, expanding your belly out, allowing the oxygen to move up your chest, and then exhale, everything out of your mouth. Let's take 2 more on your own time, as loudly as you want. Allowing everything to dissipate into the air around you. Gradually let the shit show of the external world fade from your awareness. If you find your mind wandering, don't let it concern you. Allow your thoughts to pass by like clouds in the sky. Just acknowledge that all this shit is fucking bullshit. and you deserve what is in your greatest and best interest. Breathe in beautiful, divine, white light. Exhale all the bullshit that surrounds you. Now bring your intention for this practice to mind. Thinking about what are all the things that you no longer give a flying fuck about. Inhale this piece of shit and exhale, fuck that. Inhale the bullshit. Let the shit go. Let's take another breath just like that. Inhaling big, deep, deep, all the bullshit. Exhale, fuck that. Beautiful. I invite you to bring in another thing that you want to release, another fuck you no longer want to give. Bring that to your mind. And let's release again. As you navigate the things you do or do not want to give a fuck about, I will be transmuting the beautiful Reiki energy that will remove anything no longer serving you, anything that you don't need to give a fuck about. Be in this moment. Inhale and exhale all the bullshit. Life is an amazing experience. There is beauty all around me. Fuck everything that doesn't bring me joy. Life is an exhilarating expedition. I am the master of my soul. Fuck anything blocking me from my highest vibration. As you inhale, create space for the shit that sets your soul on fire. Fill up, go up, way up with your breath. Exhale out of your mouth all the fucking nonsense around you. Allow it to float away. Allow your breath to discover its own natural, unhurried pattern. Allow the things you no longer give a fuck about to fall away as you drift deeper within. Let the shit go. With each breath, your spirit feels lighter. All the soul-eating motherfuckers fall away into nothingness. Those assholes can't piss over a moment this pure. Fuck them. You are weightless, timeless, an infinite being. You are worthy. You deserve. You embody. Fuck everything that says otherwise. You are love manifested. You are radiant divine light. You are a fucking badass. You are an abundant being, a prosperous and joyous being. You are the fucking shit, and nothing can stand in your way. Inhale and exhale. Finding peace with the dust that settles, with the things that you give a fuck about. Hold them dear. Hold them tight. And let go of anything else that no longer serves. Take a moment here to bring yourself back to your physical body, crossing the last thing off your bucket list. Come back to your breath. Begin to slowly move your head and neck in a gentle circular motion, releasing the tension, tightness, or stagnant blockages that sit in the way of us not feeling our best, our highest, our most divine. Your next inhale brings you to a neutral spine, allowing both hands to fall over your eyes, sealing in to the darkness all the things that drive and give you passion and joy. And as you begin to slowly allow the light to come in, you no longer feel the weight, the shit that you don't have to give a fuck about. Instead, you feel the vibrancy and the joy, the potency of this divine light that is you, that's within you, surrounds you, protects you. Express gratitude for yourself for this moment, for the work that you have done internally and externally, and for the work that you will continue to do, guided by the divine you. Whenever you're ready, begin to slowly blink your eyes open. Take your time. No need to rush. I'll be here waiting. As people start to come back, find a comfy space. Hi, Danny. Good to see you, babe. Alex and Jess, how's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? You don't have to turn your video on if you don't want to, but I'd love to hear from a couple of us. How was that? How are you feeling? Is there something that you would take with you in your own practice or anything?
Yes, definitely. The inhaling like the good shit, exhaling the bad shit. Like I never really
Yes.
thought about interpreting in that, like that in the meditation. You know what I mean? Like it's very blunt. You know what I mean? And I love it.
Yeah.
Like it
Good.
really helped.
Good. Yay. That's so good. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else?
For me, practice is like a different, deeper term all of a sudden. Like I've practiced, you know, building cocktails, practice dance, practice all this other stuff, and never really practiced not giving a fuck.
Yes. Exactly. And like you said, though, you can learn anything, you can perfect anything, you know, or be, you know, a master in anything if you practice, right? It just comes from the daily work, you know, and it doesn't have to be in these terms, but actively putting that intention towards releasing those things. Done, you know? Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Anybody else? How you guys feeling? And I want you to know that I am recording this, and so it will be up within the next few days so that you guys can listen to it in your own. If you want to like take it and like make it your own, or you know, take the script, whatever you want to do it. But yeah, it'll be up for you guys in a little bit. No, nobody else has anything.
Oh, I was gonna say
Oh, hey Jess, what's up?
Hey, sorry, I don't know why my video is not working.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I deal with a lot of guilt, and I think exhaling "fuck that" was just like so freeing and empowering to be like, no, actually, fuck that.
Actually, fuck that.
And to not have the guilt, which I usually do, of like, oh, you know, but you know, understand them, empathize with their position and why they're leeching off of you and all this other stuff. But it's like actually in a place where I am holding what brings me joy and what enriches me, and that's not one of the things.
Right.
And so fuck that.
Right.
And not feeling guilty about it.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing that. Hell yeah. That's what it's about. Don't feel guilty for saying fuck that. And Lucinda, thank you for saying that you wish it would be on Insight Timer, because honestly, I need all of these like meditation apps to have more of a versatility, I think, with their meditations, you know? Like, I think that sometimes, yes, you do need a very like nurturing, like, okay, it's gonna be okay, baby, you know? And then sometimes it's like, no, girl, fuck that shit, you know? And you got to really like grab your own self by the coattail, you know? So yeah, I'm so glad that y'all liked it. Yay. Did you have anything, Danny? I know that you came in a little bit late, but that's why I was like, I'm so glad I'm going to put it up for you. And also because I didn't want to cuss in front of the girls. So I hope they weren't there.
No, you're good.
Okay,
They're actually not here right now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just forgot to set my timer for this thing. But yeah, I'm glad it'll be up later because I want to like go back and like hear everything. So
for sure. Good. Well, glad you got to join in either way. And if nobody has anything else to share, I'm going to pass it back to Lauren. But before I do that, I want to say thank you again. This is the conclusion to my week. There is a raffle tomorrow that you can win a dope prize. And where you post the recording. Oh, yes. So basically, I have just been using an app called Anchor. And once it publishes, it's on anywhere essentially that you can listen to podcasts. You know, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. So I'm going to upload it today. Hopefully it'll be up by tomorrow. But I'll post it, I mean, as soon as I'm done with it. So you'll see it. If you follow me on my Instagram, you'll see it for sure. And then I'll give that information to Lauren, and then I'll have her put it on the FOH, just in case. You're welcome, babes. But yeah, thanks again, y'all. This has been a freaking fun week. I love shit like this. Y'all have been great. I feel like a family, you know, like a lot of return people have come, which is so dope. And I appreciate y'all for that. And I hope that we can continue, you know, like being a family, you know, on my page.
I don't know where she, oh, there she is. She muted herself. I think you muted yourself. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's really annoying.
Wow. I'm really good at reading lips. Look at that. No, but a thank you to Simone and to Singani 63 that sponsored this lovely week for us. We're really excited. The recordings will also live on the Focus on Health page. We have the first and the second one up already. After this concludes, I will upload the third one. So the associated prize for the week, just to repeat for tomorrow, is going to be a personalized signed copy of Spirits of Latin America by Ivy Vick. So whoever the winner is, she will personally address the book to them, which will be really lovely. Don't forget to tip your instructor. Her information is below. And yeah, I mean, if folks have any feedback or questions, please let us know at Focus on Health. And next week we have Erica Ancian, based out of California, coming in hot. She will be talking about all things yoga and nutrition. So that will begin. Yeah, we have an interview with Alex Jump and Erica on Sunday, and then we'll kick off the week. She's going to do a cooking demo on Wednesday. So if you're interested, check out the link. The information for the ingredients is up there. And yeah, we hope to see y'all next week. All right.
Yeah. Lit. Love y'all. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.